Greece has put its armed forces on alert after Turkey sent a survey ship to a disputed area of the Mediterranean Sea. Greek Prime Minister vowed that Turkish provocation will not go unanswered. He added that the risk of an accident lurks when so many military assets are gathered in such a contained area. He also said that the responsibility for any escalation lies with Turkey.
Ας το γνωρίζουν όλοι. Ο κίνδυνος ατυχήματος καροδοκεί όταν συγκεντρώνονται τόσες στρατιωτικές δυνάμεις σε περιορισμένη έκταση. Και την ευθύνη σε μια τέτοια περίπτωση θα την έχει εκείνος που προκαλεί τις συνθήκες αυτές. Παραμένουμε σταθεροί στην προσήλωσή μας στη διεθνή νομιμότητα και στη δύναμη της διπλωματίας να επιλύσει ακόμα και τα πιο σύνθετα ζητήματα. Δεν θα είμαστε ποτέ αυτοί που πρώτα θα οξύνουμε τα πράγματα. Όμως η αυτοσυγκράτηση είναι μόνο η μία όψη της ισχύως μας.
The warning came as Turkey began surveying for energy resources in an area claimed by both Ankara and Athens. Greece has now sent its naval vessels to the area in response to the Turkish deployment of its own fleet. Earlier, Turkey said that it would not back away from its search activities and that it plans to issue new exploration licenses for the area despite the escalating dispute with Greece over drilling rights. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron has said that France will temporarily strengthen its military presence in the eastern Mediterranean in the coming days in cooperation with European partners, including Greece. Now for more on this, we're joined by Yusuf Erim, editor-at-large from TRT World, joining us live from Istanbul. Thank you so much for joining us. Could you first of all explain what actually triggered this? What is the situation like right now on ground?
Well, there's actually a very long-lasting dispute in the Eastern Mediterranean, which spans back decades. There's been many issues that are very heated topics between Turkey and Greece that both countries have not been able to solve. Obviously, one of these issues is the status of the island of Cyprus, the north side under a Turkish Cypriot administration, the south side under a Greek Cypriot administration. This island has been divided since 1974 when Turkey launched a peace operation to stop the slaughter of Turkish Greeks by the Greek Cypriots and a Greek-launched coup. But ever since then, obviously many Greek islands laying very close to the Turkish mainland, making it a long disputed region, especially now that maritime territory has become very valuable with the discovery of hydrocarbons in the Eastern Mediterranean. But it looks like both sides, Ankara and Athens, are very far apart on reaching an agreement. Turkey wants its continental shelf recognized and then also wants to be able to establish an exclusive economic zone in the future. But we're seeing Greece taking steps unilaterally or bilaterally, but with Turkey excluded, trying to landlock Turkey by creating its own exclusive economic zone in the region as well. So a lot of tensions right now as Greece is trying to maintain the status quo, but Turkey is trying to defend its rights and has already begun drilling and conducting seismic activity in the region that Greece is contesting. So there's a lot of friction going on right now. No kinetic engagements as of yet, but that does not mean that this situation cannot get hotter by the second.
That's what I was coming to actually. He has in a statement said that he's mentioned that this could lead to an accident, a military accident. What do you make of that statement?
Well, it's possible. We have to realize that both sides have strong militaries, and these militaries are in very close contact of each other. Now, just for example, the Greek island of Castellorizo, it's about 1.3 kilometers away from the Turkish mainland. This is an area where Greece at times deploys naval assets to. It's also an area where Turkey has naval assets, helicopters patrolling the area. So the opportunity for an accident to occur can happen anytime. But obviously both of these militaries do, despite the political problems between both countries, both of these militaries do maintain an open line of communication. And we have not seen an accident in a very long time between Greece and Turkey. So both sides would like to handle this by dialogue and do not want to get into a kinetic engagement with each other, because at the end of the day, it's a lose-lose situation if we have to resolve to a military confrontation between both of these countries.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We will definitely bring you more as and when this story develops. Thank you so much for joining us.